Listen to me. Let me give you a big key. Focus on developing yourself more than your business plan. It's good to give value, but it's best to be the value yourself. When you develop yourself, I have taught us here that success is not what you pursue. If you find yourself pursuing success, you've already missed it. You attract success by who you become more than what you do. Your becoming is greater than your doing. This is where most people miss it. We think that we become successful because of the things we do. Your doing is only useful when you have become. Your evolution is more important than your doing. The most important thing about success is not what you obtain, but that version of you that has to be attained to have that result. There is a better cultured version, a more disciplined version, a more spiritual version, a more cautious version. That is the version it takes to obtain the result you are looking for. Your growth is greater than your doing. Are we learning? Make up your mind to be valuable. What does it mean to be valuable? To have the capacity to provide solutions. Listen to me. Your solutions have to be needed and useful. Don't say, I like what I'm doing. You are not the one who will pay yourself. Your solutions have to be needed and useful within the context of a civilization. I'll not say much there because of time. Value. Train yourself. I made up my mind as a covenant commitment as a man of God that in every area the Lord would have me serve his purposes, in ministry, leadership, every other area. I will develop myself to the core, not from a competitive standpoint. I want to be so effective. I learned this from Dr. Myles Munroe. As a man of God, he had the largest church in Bahamas. He was an advisor to close to 16 presidents or thereabout. I hope I got the statistics right. Out of his books, about 40 or 46 of them were bestsellers. No manipulation, just the superior content of his understanding. He had relevance across ministry, the political space, economy, and yet he was a disciplined and well-cultured man. What a mentor indeed. Are we learning? You must be valuable. Capacity. Capacity. Burn the candles in the night and do not pity yourself while you do that. Beware of arrival mentality. Mediocrity is what is destroying people in Africa, destroying people in this nation, destroying people in ministry, in business, in politics. How do you know that your value has gotten to its prime? When your audience are only kings. When you find out that you are in the palace, then you can truly say you have tried. If you have not served kings, you are not there yet. When your audience, when your recipients are the kings, the kings of an industry, then you know you are valuable. I'm just pointing it out. We're not doing it, teaching on value necessarily. Again, let me encourage you. Do not stop until you serve kings. It is only kings that can reward you in a way that befits your sacrifice. Every other reward is just a support system until you get to the palace. How much did Joseph get for interpreting the dream of the wine of the baker? How much did Joseph get for interpreting the dream of the he got the leverage that took him to the palace. But he solved the king's problem once. You know what he got? Read your Bible. Read what David got for killing Goliath. We worship God, we worship Jesus today because he's King of Kings and Lord of Lords. But we also worship him because he's done something that no God and no man can do. Nobody has the power to forgive sins and translate you from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of his dear son. The value, the all-surpassing value that he has. defeating death, hell, and the grave. The hymn writer says, up from the grave he arose. Every other god, every other leader died and did not come back to life. But Jesus, he rose again victorious. Today he sits at the right hand of the Father.